The sea, the ocean, have always fascinated people with its mystery. And when I was a kid, me and my friends often went to an old sailor in a cabin down by the sea, a man named Salty Pete, and he had the most wonderful stories to tell. So let me tell you one of the scariest stories he ever told me. Yeah, boys and girls. All the stories I can tell you. Yeah. This one, for example, belonged to my grandfather. He used to, take the boat and go out and lay on a mountain and look at them girls swimming in the nude, Yeah, times. Damn it. You have been coming down here to me for as long as I can remember. You were just little kiddies when you started coming down here to old Pete. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy my company. Sure am. What's that? Oh, kid, I've been in a lot of adventures during my days. Yeah, sure have. What? The scariest thing that ever happened to me? Are you sure you're up for that, huh? Well, have you ever heard of the Lady of the Sea? Guess you haven't. Nowadays it's just games and shit. Here's to one-legged Martha. Well, if I'm going to tell you the story about the Lady of the Sea, I think we need some lights. It's getting dark. Your kids don't have to be home yet. 'Cause I don't want your parents coming to old Pete and yelling and howling about me, giving you scary ideas and stuff. You wanna hit? Just kidding with you. This ain't nothing for youngsters. Well, better bring on some lights then. Farewell and adieu to fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. 'Cause we received orders on a sail back to Boston. And soon, nevermore, shall I see you again. God damn it. Old times. Old times. Did I tell you the story about when my grandfather almost was eaten by a mermaid? I told you that one. Well, now we have a little bit of light in here. Now, where was I? Yeah, the Lady of the Sea. Old story, old legends, and old legends die hard. My daddy used to tell me about the Lady of the Sea. Late at night when the moon is full and the crew are sleeping on the boats, you know, and the sea is all calm. Then she appears, singing outside the ship. The most beautiful voice you can ever hear. Yeah, warning the fishermen about storms coming on. But you see, you have to give her a tribute. So that's when, you know, when everyone goes out in the morning, out in them boats, they usually give a little something to the Lady of the Sea. A coin, a drink, you know. Well, I was on this crew, on this fishing boat. It was sometime, can it be 40s, 50s maybe. And we set sail early in the morning. And I had this crew member on board, his name was Stephen. Yeah, he was a real tenderfoot. And of course he didn't believe in such things as the Lady of the Sea. Hell, I don't even know if I believe in the Lady of the Sea, but you know how it was. Old traditions die hard. I used to pour just a little, tiny little squirt of booze, you know. And this guy, this Steven guy, he saw what I did, you know. Started to making jokes about Lady of the Sea. Said he would fuck her real hard if you met her. And I told him you shouldn't make fun of what you don't understand. But if you know how them youngsters are, you're youngsters yourself, didn't exactly understood what I meant. Here's to one-eared Laura. Hi-do. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff indeed. Did I tell you about the time my grandfather was almost eaten by pirates? Alright, I did, okay. Well, where was I? Yeah, Steven. Yeah. What? The Lady of the Sea, she was beautiful. Didn't I tell you? Real beautiful. She had the most beautiful black long hair you could ever imagine. Yeah. The lass had hair all the way down to her ass. But you see, if you lifted up that hair, she was hollow. No innards, no nothing, just a big black hole into her back. Yeah, so they said anyway. Well, what do I know? Maybe she sucked the souls of those sailors she drowned into that black damn hole. Anyway, Stephen, he pissed in the sea and said it was for the lady. Stupid. What happened? Well, since that, it was bad luck it hit us. First there was a mild storm, but we lost a couple of nets. Then all the milk we had brought out there with us went sour. Yeah, shitting you not. Of course, couldn't blame poor old Stephen by then. We thought it was just bad luck that hit us, you know. Then night came and it was a dead silent night, not a wind. So we thought, why be sad over the nets we lost, you know? We decided to drink and we drank hard that night. Old Ben was so drunk he danced on the floor. He fell down, broke his ankle. Thanks God we had duct tape with us. Yeah. Did I ever tell you that time when my grandfather almost broke his leg falling off another table? I did. Now where was I? Yeah, we were all pretty shit-faced out there on the sea and could hear the seagulls. Soon, everyone fell asleep, you know. I'm telling you, the booze those days there are. Moonshine mostly, smuggled from different sources. Anyway, morning came. The sea were blank as a mirror. Then old James came up to me and he said to me, "Pete." "Yes," says I. "Did you hear someone sing last night?" And I said, "Nope. Couldn't hear a damn thing, except for the seagulls maybe." And he said to me, "Well, Pete, I heard a girl singing with the clearest voice that I've ever heard in my whole damn life." And I said, "You have been drinking too much salt water." I thought he had, you know. No one believed in that old crap about no lady in the sea. Not at that point, anyway. Yeah, you can see mad, I told James. "Have not," says he. "Have," says I. And someone screamed and hollered up on the deck, and I was wondering what all that was about, so I got out of the cabin and got up. And there was this other guy, and he pointed at the ocean, and couldn't see what he was pointing at that particular time. Something was floating out there. I told them to start the engines, and we glided out there to that thing that was floating in the sea. It was, of course, Stephen, dead as a duck. Yeah. So we pulled him up on the deck. He was dead, alright, all white. He had a look on his face like the devil had tried to catch him. And we realized why he was so pale, because he had not a drop of blood left in him. And you know why, kids? Because when we turned him over, he had a big gaping hole in his back. He was completely empty. It was just a shell. Yeah. Here's to old Stephen. May he rest on the bottom of the sea. No, we couldn't take him with us home. We were 2 weeks out and he would have begun to smell pretty bad, so we had to dump him back, but we read some Bible verses and stuff like that. Down into the depths he went. But there's an old story saying that the ones who are taken by the Lady of the Sea can never rest in peace. So kids, when you go home tonight, if you hear a wet sound coming at you, might very well be old Stephen, rotten to the point of I wouldn't even dream thinking about it. Been so long. But the cold waters kind of preserves the body. And God knows what happened to him after the Lady of the Lake got him. Perhaps he just exists now, sleeping under salt water, ready to come up and grab ya. Well, kids, I think it's time for you to go home now. I have things to do. But please, come back whenever you feel like it.